K. Michelle was trying to become everything that R. Kelly wanted in a woman. Whole time, he wanted a child. Baby, I guess every kiss don't begin with a K.
Let's talk about it.
I swear I'm about to can't deal with this, I'm halfway at that, but it's deep summer. I swear I'm about to can't deal with this, I'm halfway at that, but it's deep summer.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Now, this is for the motherfuckers who feel broke or just stuck financially, okay? Even though you feel like you've been doing everything right. You know, you working, you trying, you putting in effort, and yet the money is not flowing the way that it should be. And that shit is pissing you the fuck off because you're like, now what the fuck am I missing? Now, let me tell you, you're burnt out, baby. Okay, you're running on fumes and still trying to force a path that is clearly not paying you what it needs to. I mean, you keep grinding, doing what you think you're supposed to do, but you're not actually aligned with what's going to make you real money, okay? You're operating off survival, not strategy, and that's why this shit feels like a constant struggle. Now, let's be real. Some of y'all are low-key bitter, and I get it. You watching other people win, other people make money, other people get opportunities, and you're like, now how the fuck are they doing it? And I'm not. Trust me, I get it, okay? You're also sitting on ideas and talents and opportunities that you keep putting off or you're too scared to fully commit to. Okay, now you say you want more money. You say you want more freedom, right? But guess what? You're also holding on to what feels safe, what feels familiar, even if that shit is barely paying you. Again, we all know how I feel about baddies and why I keep trying to put out press and mess and TikTok talk and all of these other ideas. Baby, I'm trying to tell you what it is, okay? And on top of all of that, you're resisting the change that would actually fix your situation. You already know something ain't working, but you keep trying to revive it instead of letting it the fuck go. That's why you stuck. Trust me, I'm telling you what I know, okay? Your relationship with money, fear-based as hell. You holding on tight, scared to invest, scared to take risks, scared to move different, and then wondering why your money ain't expanding. Baby, okay? You can't say you want more, but move like you're in lack all the time. Something has to shift, okay? Because right now, you're either chasing the wrong thing, staying in something that's expired, or ignoring opportunities right in front of you. And this is where the fuck I come in and why people book me, because clearly just trying ain't fixing it. Okay. And in a reading with me, we're going to break down your money path, what's actually aligned for you, what's blocking your income, you know, what you need to release, what moves you need to make so that you can start making real money. Okay. Not some chump change, but that Trump change, if you understand what I'm saying. This is clarity and strategy, not guessing and just hoping that shit changes. And let's address what I already know some of y'all are probably thinking, okay, oh, how am I going to be able to afford that? Listen, that right there, that's that broke shit. You'll hesitate to invest in something that you can actually use to change your situation, but then stay stuck in the same cycles and then wonder why nothing is improving. Okay, scared money don't make no money. Okay, closed off energy does not attract opportunity. And if you keep moving like that, you're going to stay exactly where the fuck you at. So at some point, you're going to have to decide, baby, are you going to keep struggling and guessing, or are you going to get clarity and actually move different? Okay, get on your shit before shit gets on you. If you're serious about fixing your money situation today and not just complaining about it, book a career and finances reading with me on thealigningsouls.com, because what you've been doing clearly ain't working, and it's time for you to do some shit that actually will. Oh, girl, okay, get off the screen. Baby, what's going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, and baby, we are back for another press and mess, because it's a lot of mess going on in the press, okay? And so mess continue. Y'all know K. Michelle sat down with, oh my God. She sat down with the dreaded ass Jason Lee. And, you know, another part of the interview that went viral is her speaking about her love for R. Kelly. Now, y'all know R. Kelly nasty ass is in jail for whatever the hell he's in jail for. Child, keep him there. Jail, prison, I don't know, but he there. Okay. And so what I find to be kind of troublesome is the fact that wasn't y'all just digging at Usher's ass? What like wasn't y'all just digging at his ass a couple of days ago, like a week ago, because he was sitting there showing love to Diddy, and then now that K. Michelle is showing love to R. Kelly, like we not gonna keep the same energy? No, we are. Okay, K. Michelle sat down with Jason Lee, and amongst other things, she finally revealed that they was in a relationship and that she was in love with him. And I just feel like the timing, the choice of words, and just everything, she shouldn't have done an interview to begin with. She shouldn't have. She should not have. And this is exactly why her ass don't need to be over there on Bravo on Housewives. I'm sorry. Y'all hated Britt Edie, but K. Michelle is really bringing Love and Hip Hop energy. I'm sorry. She is. So we're going to break this clip down and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because I definitely have some things to say. Mm-hmm.
Cause I'ma tease you and freak you just like that. Just like that. Only thing hard is you now, but you like that. You like that. Defense is down, it don't make sense to fight back. Caught you off guard in your back, but you like it. While you rise, you working hard overtime. I don't care, to the side. Now it's my turn to use your mind into the light. Big thighs, big thighs, big thighs, big thighs, big thighs, big thighs, gonna save your life. Big thighs, big thighs, big thighs.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so K. Michelle has admitted to a romantic relationship with R. Kelly. The R&B singer recognized for her girl. Fuck all of that. I hate when they give a whole dissertation. Girl, let's get to the fucking clip.
Yeah.
Like loved in love.
Mm-hmm.
Were you and R. Kelly ever intimate?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love him.
Really? Have you ever said that?
I loved Robert Kelly. I loved him.
Like loved in love.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I loved him.
The only question I have for you with R. Kelly is, have you written him a letter? And if
No,
so, no?
You being shady. Are you being
He's
shady?
in prison.
No,
because the
his
one
team
thing
has called me.
Wait, can I say the one thing you said on that
Okay,
interview?
tell me. Let's go.
What about all the mothers that was in the kitchen cooking? That question has yet to be answered.
Mothers and people should be held accountable. I do.
Should Sparkle go to prison?
Absolutely. I saw this whole blog that was saying that he beat me up so bad and that I took that and no, Rob didn't hit me. I didn't go through an abusive Rob.
What's your truth?
My truth with Robert Sylvester Kelly, Robert Kelly always saw me as nothing. I might have loved him, but he didn't see me as nothing more as motivation for writing. I wasn't the woman he wanted, even though I wanted him.
Did you?
I did. Robert is absolutely, completely wrong in the things, but those people around him never corrected him. Mm-hmm. That's not an excuse, Jason, because I am a woman advocate. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm gonna get in there for a woman. If you tell me a man did something to you, okay, we ride it done.
Is Drea Kelly a victim?
Absolutely not. Drea Kelly, if you wanted snow, he had a whole team come bring you snow.
So that was the clip that was going viral. I think by now the whole interview was out, and I usually like to go and get the full interview. I'm not doing all of that. Simply because your ass should not be speaking on this topic to begin with, Kay. To begin with, you should not be speaking about this man to begin with. I get that he's a part of your life, but just like even with the Robin and Giselle shit, some shit is okay to just be like, hey, next question. Okay, Tamika, next question. Okay, you want me to get up and leave? Next question, right? I don't understand how we was digging in Usher's ass about him showing love to Diddy, and then all of these other rappers and artists and celebrities who continue to show love to Diddy and get on them, but not get on her. Like, it makes no sense. Like, we already know what R. Kelly's nasty ass is about. And the reason why he wasn't in love with you back was because your ass wasn't a child. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. And then the fact that you was still in love with this man, knowing what he was capable of, knowing what he was doing, and sitting there and being around. I'm sorry. Complicit in the fucking bullshit. I'm tired. I am tired of y'all doing this thing where y'all only want to be mad at the person who was doing the assaulting and the abusing. Yes, be mad at them. Throw their ass under the jail, but also throw everybody else that was just as complicit in the bias, right? Because he's sitting here asking about Drea Kelly and the mothers and da-da-da. The fact that she even has this much knowledge, bitch, you're just as complicit. You need to be in a cell right next to him. I'm sorry. And they had the nerve to fall in love with the man. Because basically what she said without saying was, I understand the man that y'all see in the media and that y'all see that's in the jail cell and that y'all know about in the news, but like that's not my experience with him. And that's cool. Okay. Everybody experiences people differently. You know, siblings have different realities with the parent that they share, right? That's just life. However, again, the timing of shit. Y'all was just digging in Usher's ass about Diddy. She deserves the same treatment. She deserves the same exact treatment. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this article from Complex. So Complex said K. Michelle is no longer dancing around the R. Kelly issue. During a new appearance on BET's show, the singer revealed for the first time that her connection to R. Kelly was more than professional. While discussing his influence on her career and the controversy that has followed him for decades, K. Michelle admitted that the relationship turned romantic. If it wasn't for R. Kelly, I would not know the business. I would not understand the skills of songwriting. Then she made her most direct statement yet. I was in love with him. K. Michelle has talked about Kelly for years without ever fully describing the nature of their relationship. She's repeatedly credited him with helping shape her understanding of music and songwriting, even as she condemned the allegations against him and the people who protected him. On the show, she made it clear that she believes responsibility extends far beyond Kelly himself. I think mothers and people should be held accountable. Should Sparkle go to prison? Absolutely. Sparkle is a Chicago R&B singer who launched her career as one of Kelly's proteges, publicly denied claims made by her niece. And K. Michelle, however, doubled down on her belief that people around Kelly knew more than they admitted. Okay. Sparkles responded in a social media statement saying any suggestion that she groomed, facilitated, or enabled harm to her niece is untrue and deeply painful. She also said that she contacted child welfare authorities when she learned Landfair was spending time alone with Kelly and later testified against him. What about all the mothers that was in the kitchen cooking? She said there were mothers in the kitchen cooking. I've never lied. She also suggested there's more she could say. If I talk, everybody going to jail. Kelly is currently serving a 30-year prison sentence after being convicted on racketeering and sex trafficking. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm sorry. I come from the school of if you see some fuck shit going on and you don't say anything, then you are just as complicit. You are just as complicit in the fuck shit. You are. I'm sorry. If you see something, say something. And the fact that you set and you benefited as an artist, as a writer, for your career, you set and you benefited as whatever was going on, and you continue to go on and have a career. And then now later on, you want to come out like everything is hunky-dory and say, oh, but I was in love with him. And yeah, I saw a lot going on, but basically that was my business side. And say like, what? If I speak, everybody going to jail. But you need to be one of those people as well. Like, I never understood that. It's like, yeah, let's throw Diddy ass in jail, but also everybody who helped him. Like, I don't understand. Let's take it to the Shade Room comments. Shout out to Erica De Niro. He didn't want her because she wasn't a child. Exactly. That honestly was so refreshing because she's always been truthful. I respect her honesty. We all get different versions of people in life. Everybody experience isn't the same. Wrong is wrong regardless. Girl, no. I love how honest she is. The honesty is bold. One thing about her, she's going to shake the table and not lie. She was too seasoned for him. She said everything right with those questions. Everybody at fault. No excuse for R. Kelly, but hold everybody accountable. Two things can exist at one time, and I know it's hard for some of y'all to comprehend. I'm not confused at all. She was in love with a predator. Like, I'm not confused at all about that. I'm confused why there's no backlash against her and why all of these comments are so positive for somebody that literally is telling y'all I was in love with a man even though he was out here harming children. Oh, because it wasn't your child? Because it wasn't you that got harmed? Let me guess, you taking a page out of K. Michelle's book and you acting like, oh, if it wasn't me, then I don't see? Because that's what it's given. That's what I'm confused by. Do you know how much you got to love yourself to admit you once loved somebody that didn't love you back? Bitch, this has nothing like... I know damn well we're not romanticizing the fuck out of this. I know damn well we are not trying to turn this into a Cinderella story, the one that got away. We are talking about R. fucking Kelly, who K. Michelle literally just said out of her own mouth, I witnessed abuse. What? She's not saying they were lying about their experience like others have said about her. She's saying they should have been exempt and punishment because they all knew. At least she was honest, because a lot of women know a man doesn't want them, and still I can't with these comments. I can't with these comments. I really I can't with these comments. I can't believe these are the comments. You see, she has the same story as Carisha has her story. Wanting justice for Memphis hits, but caping for Robert is nasty work. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like as much as she keep trying to bring up the Memphis hits and the Rashida situation, but then yet with R. Kelly, we gonna handle it delicately with gloves. It's two different energies for me. I'm sorry. And just because she said, oh yeah, people deserve to be in jail, just because she said that doesn't mean anything. It's still two very different energies. And granted, one situation she was getting her ass whooped, another situation she wasn't getting her ass whooped. But that goes back to what I'm saying when I say, oh, if it ain't happening to you, then you don't really care. You don't really see, you don't really acknowledge, you just mind your business, right? Because I'm sorry, whether my ass getting whooped or not, the same level of outrage I had against a motherfucker that was whooping my ass would be the same outrage that I would have against a motherfucker that I found out that I'm in love with, that is in love with children. If anything, it would be even more like outrage. Like, and did you fall in love before or after realizing what he was into? That's the question I have. Like, I'm confused. Let's keep going. R. Kelly sympathizers are such interesting people. If this blog posted a news clip about a random man in your city committing the same exact crimes that R. Kelly did, would y'all be in the comments wishing death for him because he wrote "Trapped in a Closet"? He gets a pass. Yeah, I need. Is there anybody that's going to honestly speak on this shit, right? Because these comments not doing it how I need them to. Let's see what's going on over on TikTok. Wait, because I don't know. Let me go ahead and restart the browser because I don't know if y'all able to hear this, but let me go ahead and restart the browser.
With Jazzy Faye. And I was in the booth. And imagine standing in a booth, like really standing in the booth and singing, and then the screen is up of the jail. And you look up and you see your mentor being taken into jail. No one ever thinks about how that make people or anything feel. And just being cool, like us, you know, he got an answer for what he did or whatever. And I don't think people understand, like, that man taught me about writing and this and that. And to hear what happened to those women and family, I hurt so bad for those women. And I just hurt for all parties involved. But if a person saved you from another abusive person, to watch a man take me from an abusive person.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. And see, this is the problem with the world now. People think they can just say and do whatever. This is not. No. Don't want to hear this. Don't want to hear this. Don't want to hear this. Because I can completely empathize. I can completely understand what it is that she's saying. But no. Give her the same exact energy that y'all been giving Carisha and that y'all been giving everybody that has spoken up in favor of Diddy. It's the same exact shit. Don't nobody want to hear that shit right now, bitch. It's not the climate for this shit, right? And just because you have a mouth don't mean that it need to be used. Just because you can don't mean that you should. Say this shit for kitchen table talk. Everything does not need to be openly discussed. Like y'all been saying for years, these microphones and these podcasts gonna get people in trouble. I get this as an interview. I get that she's being asked questions, but this is where PR and media training comes into play. You don't need to dive this deep. It's okay to have secrets, boo. It's okay to keep secrets. Take some of this shit with you to your grave. This is not the climate, nor is it the time. Just period for this type of conversation. Because the conversation in and of itself is very nuanced, but most people are not going to understand because it's just like at the end of the day, that motherfucker abused people. No. Don't nobody give a damn that he saved you from your abusive shit. Girl, shut up. We don't give a fuck. Stop. This is not the time to come to the front and try to humanize a fucking abuser. Like the fuck? That's like a motherfucker abusing somebody, and because he told the waitress keep the change, that he's just this amazing person. Girl, fuck all of that, girl.
And say you're not gonna abuse her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there.
Right.
I didn't see that. When I say people gonna answer for about money. And
you know what? Also, too, let me take it a step further. This is why people need to deal with their trauma, because y'all be rewarding simplicity every goddamn day. You know how y'all be looking at white people and be like, oh, they always get rewarded for mediocrity? Bitch, this is the way that y'all reward niggas. So you want to suck the soul out of a nigga dick because he looked at another man and said, stop abusing her? Ain't that what the fuck he's supposed to say? Ain't that what the fuck any human being is supposed to say? I don't owe you loyalty for being a decent fucking human being and telling somebody else to stop putting their hands on me. I could be appreciative. I could be thankful. I could feel like, okay, that was very generous, and you know, I kind of want to reward you for having my back in that moment. But like, to be sitting here crying on the podcast 20 years later, like, girl, no, deal with your trauma. Because your trauma is what led you to fall in love with a motherfucking. I'm sorry, because you fell in love with somebody who was an abuser, as long as he wasn't abusing you, but stopped you from you. But so because he stopped you from your abuse, you still fell in love with an abuser. It's just that he wasn't abusing you, so you was able to overlook the abuse. Like, to me, it cancels each other out. Because it's like you can't try to get us to understand you wanting to humanize an abuser because he stopped you from getting abused, but yet you're overlooking the abuse that the person we're supposed to be humanizing was doing to others, all because it didn't happen to you and that was in your experience. Get out of my face with that.
Certain things. I just feel like my whole industry career has been a big over, and it's never been about music.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've always been the one that people know will tell the truth, will be this and that, and I feel like that has stifled my career, and I feel like people have tried.
So why are you doing it now? See, it's crazy too, because they do say that you and your enemy have a lot more in common than you think, because you and Tamar have the same exact problem. Your personality supersedes your career. Your personality, your stunts and shows, your mouths, and your antics supersede your career. It supersedes your career. And it's like, unless y'all are involved in some type of mess, then the records is not selling. Or it's like nobody is necessarily caring. Like, y'all are just alike. You can't sit here and say, oh, you know, I'm the one that's known to tell the truth and and how it's affected you, but then openly, candidly give this sermon that nobody asked for. Okay, you chose to sit on this podcast and divulge this information. You chose to do that.
To keep me, you know.
Do you feel that way? Because I see your fans. Like when I say
not fans, industry.
Oh, industry, got it. Were you and R. Kelly ever intimate?
When R. Kelly was taken in,
and that girl is gorgeous. I can't stop staring at her hair and her makeup. She's gorgeous, and the outfit, just 10 out of 10. He was different to different people. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. He was different to different. Girl, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. This is the same thing that Toya said about Memphis Hits. I didn't see that side of him. And that right there is why I can't get jiggy with this. Because K Michelle, is this not the same thing that Toya and Rashida did? Now, granted, Rashida did go a little step further and say, well, that didn't happen. But it's still the same energy. It's still the same energy. Yes, Rashida saying that didn't happen, and K Michelle, but it did. He whooped my ass, but it did. I get it. Because you don't ever want to be called to lie, especially if you know to tell the truth. But it's still the same energy, though. It's still the same energy. Both of y'all trying to humanize and empathize and sympathize with an abuser. I don't know. I don't think this was the best move to make, Kay. I don't. Somebody said one of my childhood abusers growing up was also my biggest protector. There are plenty of people that live with this economy, and it's hard to reconcile with. I hold a space for the protection that they offer me from others, but I also recognize that they were my abuser. I suffered at their hands. People are not all one thing to all people, and he could have been there for her, but he was also an abuser to others. And I feel like, and see, this is where Kuth comes into play, right? This is where community needs to come into play, and this is where everybody needs to stop acting like they are the main character. Granted, everybody has the right to tell their story, but sometimes your story becomes irrelevant if something else is way bigger, right? We don't even give a fuck about your part in the story and what story you have to tell if this over here overshadows that. And I feel like when it comes to R. Kelly and what he's done, girl, we don't want to hear want to hear about the little good that he did for you, because that's a little 2% out of the 98% of fuck shit that he did. And I do feel like it's insensitive to other people, to the victims. I do. I completely understand where she's coming from. She didn't experience that side of him, but she still holds him accountable. She can't help it that she didn't know that side of him. Is just being honest about how he was to her. She's still sorry for the woman that got hurt from him. Child, I guess. I guess. Like, I'm sorry. If it was me, I would be like, girl, what I gotta say don't even matter, because this is what he did. So I'm not going. I'm not even about to add. But I don't. Maybe I just think differently. I'm sorry, because all of that shit goes out the window once I see this is who you truly are and this is what you about. Then, oh girl, fuck the experience I had with you, girl. We was living a lie. Yeah, I had a different experience because it was a lie. This is clearly the real you. So fuck whatever experience I had with you. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below. Patreon.com/Santana, where we watch all of our favorite TV shows together in thealanasouls.com. Make sure you go ahead and you book yourself a reading. Listen, some of y'all might feel like you living in the wrong location, or you might be ready to move. Stay tuned, because I got something that you need to hear. Now, this is for the people who feel like they need to move, right? right? Like you keep thinking about leaving your city, going somewhere bigger, switching coasts, starting over. And it's not just some, oh, I want to move for the vibe type shit. Like, oh, everybody flocking to ATL, everybody going to Houston. Nah, it ain't that type of shit, right? We talking about that feeling that just keeps coming back. And you're trying to figure out, is it just social media? Is it something deeper? You know, or if something that you knows you're not exactly where you're supposed to be. And I'm gonna keep it real, it's most definitely something deeper because where you live is not neutral. That shit affects your energy, your opportunities, your mental state, everything. And most people don't even know that astrocartography exists, which is literally your birth chart mapped across the world, showing where certain energies get activated in your life. And this is not just theory. This shit plays out in real life. Look at Azalea Banks. New York sits between her Mars and Saturn lines, which is straight pressure, conflict, restriction. And you can see it. Constant tension, always in some type of shit, life feeling heavier than it needs to be. That's environment. Let's take a look at Kim Kardashian. Paris sits her Uranus line with Mars and Pluto nearby, which is sudden chaos, danger, intense situations. Remember when she got robbed at gunpoint in Paris? Exactly. But LA, that's near her Jupiter line, which is expansion, fame, wealth, literally all the reasons why she got popular off of her sex tape. That's where her empire blew the fuck up. Same person, completely different outcomes based on her location. And then you got Ellen DeGeneres. Her Venus line runs through the exact same area where her wife is from. Venus is love, relationships, connections. I promise you, that ain't random either. So when I say some of y'all are in the wrong place, I literally mean that shit. You're trying to build a life in a location that's draining you, blocking you, or keeping you stuck in cycles that don't even belong to you. Or you're about to make a move based on aesthetics, what looks good, what feels trendy, instead of what's actually aligned for you in your life. And then you're going to wonder why shit ain't working the way you expected. Now, this is where the fuck I come in. This is why people book me, because this is not something that you guess. In an astrocartography reading with me, I'm mapping out your chart across the world and showing you exactly where your best locations are for money, love, career, stability, overall life improvement, and where you need to stay the hell away from, right? I'm going to tell you why you feel the way that you do, where you are, what energy is being activated, and where you need to go if you actually want your life to shift. Because some of y'all don't need to work harder. You just need to be in the right place. And I'm going to say that one more time for the Rosa Parks in the back. Some of y'all don't need to work harder. You just need to live in the right place, okay? New York City might be the greatest place on earth for one person, but for you, it might be hell on earth. Location matters. So if you've been feeling that pull to move or relocate or just start over, and you want to make sure you're not about to fuck your life up trying to chase a vibe or what's trendy on social media, please book an astrocartography relocational reading with me on thealigningsouls.com, because where you live is not random, and getting that shit right can change everything.
Keep watching my social media, changing my Wikipedia. This trending to the top and tedious. I won't stop from video. Who got the trend?